Hey, welcome back to Crypto to Invest, your channel where we're going to discuss today's video. Actually, what are the projects that will make us most profit in the bull run? As we know, we still 2 months ahead of the bull market to start, and that we don't want to miss these 2 months and pick the exact good project that will do us a lot of return. Those projects that we'll share with you, it's in my high profit list. So I'm invested in a bunch of them. I'm still investing in more of them soon as they came to a lower price. So I'm doing kind of a dollar cost averaging on those projects that you will see in a couple minutes. My strategy here on this bear market is to get the most of the project that would do the most of the profit, and also study all the time the chart history of each project I want to invest at, see where it goes up, see where it goes down, what time frame it goes up. I mean, which season, which month, which year. Is it moving on the bear market? Is it moving on the bull market? What percentage it does on the bear market going down? What the percentage it does when it is on the bull market? Also, all this kind of thing, it helps a lot to choose the right projects in the right time and invest on it on the right quantity too. So I would never invest on a project that costs $2 or more, knowing that I have only 10,000 because, or only 1,000, okay? Because if you just only have 1,000 and you want to multiply that 1,000 in 3 times or 5 times, it's not a good choice to go and buy, I don't know, Bitcoin or Ethereum or anything that's above $1 or two. It's really wise that you're going to pick something low cap, and the low cap are the most profitable one and the most volatile one. All right, so just to keep things straight. My strategy also is about to diversify. Diversify your investment would be really good. So my target goal here is people that are less or in less money than 10,000 or even $5,000. So if you want to multiply that in 3 times or 4 times, please stick up to the end of this video, because we're going to highlight a project that's really worth it to invest at. We already mentioned some of them, but we can just mention that in a quick view, and then go ahead to the projects that we do as most return. If you're watching this video to this moment right now, please hit up and subscribe if you're not. If you already subscribed, welcome back to Crypto to Invest on today's subject. So let's just jump into it and bring up the list that would also give us a lot of return. As you can see here in my trading view, I have everything on its niche. So EI in its own, log game in its own, watch list, meme coin, banking system, correlated market, scalping currencies, privacy currencies, payment, etc., including the high return on 23, 24. So the high return list is what you're seeing in front of you guys. So I'm gonna go in each and every one in a quick view here. So the first one you see on the list is Diane. Diane, we spoke about it about about 20 or 25 days ago, before even it did pump as it was on 15 or even less. It did pump to 2050. If you just invest in the time being, or the time I created and uploaded a video to YouTube, or just only 1,000, you already have 5,000 by now. If you didn't done that profit by now, you will be done it with Casper, because I shared also Casper at the time as it was under 2 zeros. So the idea here is, when you invest 1,000 in something that is $2, let's say you have 1,000, you invested it on $2 coin, all right? How much it would give you? It would give you 500 coins. But if you invest 1,000 in something that is into zeros, guys, it would gives you a lot of quantity of it. it will really, really give you a lot of quantity. So that's actually the strategy right here. If you say 1,000 divided by 2 zeros 20, that will give you about 500K or 500,000 of that particular currency that costs that price. um, Compare it to only 500, and you bid in on the price to go about how much it would go to, I don't know, 100%, 120. So if you compare the 100% in the up move of the one you bought 1,000 that costs $2 and gives you 500 coins, to the one where you bought 1,000 and it was costing 2 zeros and you buy, and it did give you a quantity of 500. So the five, not 500, but 500,000. So the 500,000 will give you more money logically to the one that you only have 500 at, because the one that's above $2, it needs a lot of move to the upside, about 400 or 500%, to just make that amount of profit when it comes to the 500,000 currencies you bought with 1,000 under 2 zeros 20. All right. So that's the strategy here that we're going to build upon do this project. So the one you want to really invest at is this is not financial advice, by the way, guys, and it never would be. It's just my idea, my opinion that I'm sharing with you. So the die-in here, it went to, as we said, to 2 zeros 50, as it did get listed on the exchange. But one thing to notice is, as it was in onlymex.com, at that time, it's easy to manipulate the price. Why? Because when a currency is only invested in one exchange, it's easy to play with it as you want. But if it's get listed in many exchanges, then different opinions, different ideas, different way of looking things, different investors. This one want it to go up. This one want it to go down. This exchange itself investing to go down or to go up, but we don't never know. But when it's only in one exchange, it's easy to say this exchange particularly having a relationship or partnership with this kind, or the project owner or the founder, just to pump that currency, and they will pump it and they have the tool to pump it. But when it comes to different exchanges, you cannot do that across all the exchanges. All right. So that's the idea. Soon as we saw Diane get listed on Gate.io, it did actually pump a little bit ahead of the listing to 2 zeros 57, and then right away comes down to 2 zeros 26. So I think yesterday we did 2 zeros 26, and that's really, really a good price to buy at, which is 2 zeros 26, 2 zeros 15. That's a good entry for this project. Aiming the goal to be above, here again, above 0.030 to 35. That's the goal right there. If you just calculate that, let me just put it right here for you. So we said from 2 zeros 15, which is would be equal to this area, and bring it to 0.3035, which is be the end of here. It may be even more, go more than that. So that's a 3,000%, guys. If you made in only one currency, 3,000, that's it. You don't need no more. So a simple calculation that we're going to do only one time and we're never going to repeat it again. So we said invest 1,000 in something that's it's on 2 zeros 20 or less. It will give you between 500,000 to 800,000. All right. Multiply it when it goes to 10.130 or 35. Let's just put 30, 0.30. That would give you, this is on 5, that would give you 15K. So 15K minus 1,000 as initial investment, that would give you 14K as a profit. If you have 10,000, you did a strategy across 10 projects, I guarantee you, you're going to end up the bull market with 500K or even 300K. All right, 3 to 5. So just please listen quietly. Here, as we said, let me bring up the Chrome because I did minimize it. So that's one. One is dying. Second one is Caspa. Caspa, it didn't finish yet to the point where it has to go. It's just getting started, and you can see this chart is really huge move. So if and it's just getting started on February 20 not February but on October 2022. It it didn't even right now finish a year of the listing on Mex.com. So if we calculate the move that it did right here to the last price, it's 3,200%. 3,200%. My target on this project right here will be 0.20, 0.20 cents. That's my target. My entry would be again right here down the 0.15 or even below that area. I mean, this area right way, let me show it to you again right here between this, my touchpad is not working well. So between this area, 0.015 or below it, and even if it goes below 0.010, it would be much, much better. I'm gonna invest really heavily on Caspato. So that's the second project right there. XDB, we see right now in a buying um, place where you can buy it, and this is the lowest price it did go to since it get listed in any exchange across all the exchanges of the platform. This is a new all-time low. There is not all the time new all-time high, but there is also new all-time low. So this is the first like price it does go to. If we minimize this chart, if you've seen it going down like this, you would guess that it's never going to go up again. But that's wrong. Here we go. So it started here from 209 and it went almost um to 60 to 70 to 80. My God, to 80 cents until you get close to $1. Right now it's coming down since I mean, March of last year, and it still going. This is right now a year of coming down, really, really bad coming down. But right now, it's really in a good spot to buy. And as we can see here, there is a divergence on the MACD and the price action. I mean, on the trend or on the chart. As you can see, it's coming up from the down, but on the price, it comes down. That's really a divergence. See it? So really right now, it's in a good spot to invest, and I don't think you're gonna lose much on this currency because all the what you want on this project, you would just gonna wait a bit until it comes back. I'll put 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and we'll start it going to the upside. That's a number 3 project right there. The mass is one of the cryptos that pumps really hard, and you can see it also here. And this is the expectation of mine to mass. You can find it also on mix.com. This is one of the low game crypto that you can invest at and you can make a good profit at. So the entry of this one would be also again on 2 zeros, 29 or even less on 2 zeros to this area, which is 2 zeros 2022, 2 zeros 20. So that's a good entry for a high profit margin, expecting it to go to 0.025, which is give us again about 3,000% in terms of the return would give you again about another 15K. So far we've seen Caspa, we've seen Dian, we've seen XTB, we've seen Mass, and Oasis. Oasis is one of the projects where Binance itself as a launchpad, because Binance have a lab or investment lab where it does invest on projects. This is one of the projects where Binance itself invested about 40 million. These people have their own team that do due diligence, and they know the project that they invest at. Even in terms of the price action and volatility of this oasis, it doesn't it's not volatile. It's just right now ready to pump. As you can see, this is first wave, second wave right now is done. We are waiting right now. The third and the fourth and the fifth will be finished maybe above 50 cents or even more than that, because it will pump really hard. This one, it's not on 2 zeros, but is on 0.9095. That's where it is. And since about March of this year, it never got back to the same price where it went to, and any price the low it never goes back to it. So here we saw 0.43. Right now here we seen again 0.06. We see in here 0.07, and right now it comes to 0.09. And as soon as it passes it and do a new all-time high right here, it never gonna come to this price again, because the price it goes to, it doesn't come back to it unless the chart changes. So that's one also of the strongest project you would like to have in your wallet, on your investment list or portfolio. Credit is one also of the project that pumps and may do you a lot of return, even if this price action or the chart does look that well, but it's just a pump thing where you can really pump your investment and double it in an easy way. You see it here is going to 50 cents. 50 cents that was on 21. Was on the bull market. It really did a good return in the bull markets from 0.020 to also 50 cents. That's really huge return in there. But since then it was coming backwards until it did a all-time low here in 2010, 2011, and since then it was just correcting to the upside. We may see a backward movement in this kind of way, and comes right there and then start actually a pump to the upside until we reach about again a 2000% of it. Soon as you could do your calculation about 2000, just quit the project and sell your book or sell your bags and get away. So there is more of them. I can keep you here, like giving you a lot of projects of a low cap. But let me see another one, which is Doze. Doze is one of the projects that really have a lot of potential, and you have the same potential as Jasmine does, but it's really right now getting dismissed and undervaluated, and one of the things that you really, really want to invest to, because DAWs, the idea that it comes with is really good, and you can check it out later on and see if it's that something is for you that you would like to invest. So it's really right now in a good spot to buy. I don't expect it to go lower than what it is right now, because it's holding here since a whole it's holding between 2065 and 2050 for about 2 months right now. So, which is really saying it doesn't want to go lower than that. And even if it did go lower than that, I don't see it going less than 20 40. That's the max I expect this project to go. And right now is really keeping pushing to stick to the downtrend line, because you see this downtrend line, it comes from above the white one. It comes from this above right here from 0.24 cents. So from there, each time it comes it touchy, it goes down. But right now it tried to break above it, and we see the scenario repeats again and again. Each time it does get broken into a downtrend line that have a long time frame, like for months, it does really pump. So RSR is also one of the projects of the payment that you can do a lot of return. We've seen it on, I think on August last year, did a really good pump to 0.11. We've been expecting it to go more than that, but it didn't happen. Where it did this pump right here, you can see it from here, from 2027 to, not that, that wasn't it. Hold on. This is there, here. Here was it. It was here, this area exactly. So this one right here, let me make it bigger if I can. So this here from this side. So it went from 2050 to 0.011. That's a good profit at all. That's really a good profit. Since then, it was coming backwards until it reached 2026. You've seen the most of those low cap, they came until 2026 and they really go back up. I will show you another one too. So it did back up from here and then it get rejected on this resistance right here on 2050 because that's where it was held in the most before. As you can see here so many times, it does came up of this 2050 and it goes back, but as soon as it break the support to downside, so this support will play the resistance right now. That's what we see in here. It get rejected on the resistance in the second on the first attempt. The third attempt may be positive and will be also a breakout to these areas right here. So that's another project that you can really invest at and it would do you a lot of return. VEED is one also of the project that you can do a high return. Please go and check it out. It's already broken the downtrend line and you see here, as soon as you broke the downtrend line, it does actually about 100 to 120% return or the upside. Okay, that's 170 for. And it may be more logically to invest on this one when it comes to this area right here. So this area is 2014 and is right now on 2018. It may go even to 2010 and just buy a lot of it as you can and expect this project to do a double or a triple bottom right here because that's how it looks. It's gonna do. This is the first bottom right here. Let me draw it with my hand, and this is the second bottom. It may be another bottom right here, and then from there goes. So this would be considered three bottoms, and then the upside movement to be followed like after that. So that's another project. Please go ahead and search it out and see if that's a project that you would like to invest. So I'm focusing my search right here on just only 2 zeros project that you can invest at. Hot is one of the projects also that does a lot of return when it comes to in the bull market, not in the bear market though. And this is one of the projects that you want to add to your list. You can see here is coming back about a year right now, and this is the bull market where it did a high return. So you can just calculate it from here. We don't want to calculate from the bottom. So that's about 8,000%. You really don't want to miss this kind of project and have them in your portfolio as well. We're still seeing it right now. It did broke the first line or downtrend line on the mid of the down channel or here, this is the channel. Let me draw it for you in order to be visible for you guys. So this is the channel right now. It's trying to come out of it, so it would be on 2026 where it will come out of this channel or downtrend channel. So since that after then it would be really positive. It may go even to 1 cent, guys. It's in 2 zeros. The pump it does is really huge and massive and extreme, and this is one of the things you also want to put a part of your investment portfolio. We've seen here comes to the resistance 1, 2, 3. That's 3 times. You may test the fourth time too, and if it's rejected, that's 100% going up to the upside. So that's one of the project also that you would like to invest. Let me pick up another one for you guys. I'm really looking for 2 zeros. The OMI. The OMI, it's the first time it did a new low, I think about a week ago. I really want to highlight it on a separate video, but I really didn't have time for it. Right now, it came to the same spot. It does trying to come to the same spot where it did before, the same bounce. So it may do another bounce in the same area, which is to 3 zeros 50, and it does go to 2 zeros 80 actually. It's still doing the correction by now, because as you can say in many times, this is a fair. Okay, let me just change this to the pen. Okay, let me do it like this, and then choose the pen. So this is the first time. Let me highlight that to 3. This is the second time you're trying to touch. This is the fourth time you're trying to break out, and maybe the fourth time will be right here, and it may be then and straight upside to 2025. This is bringing me or remembers me similar to the price of the of Dion. So the price of Dion was actually on 3 zeros 3 zeros. I think it was 3 zeros 50. All right, and he did actually one pump to 2 zeros um, 50 right now. I mean the last week. So you can calculate that and see how much return is that. It's really about 8,000% that it did. So similar to this, it's really gonna go. I'm 100%. I'm positive in this one. It will give you a high return, and you will go to 2 zeros 50. It's just a matter if you want to make a return, if you want to make a profit, are you willing to invest and wait until it comes to that such price level and then harness your investment? So that's one you can buy straight away after this video. It's really in a good spot to buy right now. There is no joke about it. So move on to late. Late is one of the protocols that you really also to want to consider as an investment choice. This is the pump it did just from January to the end of March, I would think. So it did about more than 200%, 500% that it did right here. All right, that's a 500%, guys, that it did. So let me take this. Why it did that 5%? Because it did came out of the downtrend channel, but you can see those you can see those percentage that looking up here, that are just the correction that what he was doing while it comes down. Each time it does it does actually about 200%, 100%. Here's 200%, here's 100%, knowing that it's still coming down. So while that it does correction, just the only correction does about 90% to 100% all the time. So see, many times it did this 100%. This is 200, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's about 5 times that it did repeat the same scenario until it did succeed to come out of this downtrend channel on this area right here that I'm gonna zoom a little bit for you. So here where actually it did come out from the channel, and from there it started a pump of 500% to the upside. That's one of the things you really again want to have invested at and have it in your portfolio. Right now it does come in and to test the 0.010. So we see a rejection 2 times or 3 times here on 0.010, 0.011, and maybe if Bitcoin keeps the downtrend to 25k, we're gonna see the late or Platon as a project coming to 2 zeros 50, 2 zeros 60. So That's one you have also to consider. Let me go ahead and bring another project for you guys. We already highlighted Jasmine. Since then, we highlighted it. It's still doing high return. Let me see here. It's really still struggling in this area between 2070. Soon as we pass, not 2070, but 2084, that would be really positive, and it would be a really bullish sign that it would right way straight past the 0.025. That's a huge profit project you want to also invest at, and we already talked about it in a separate video. Just go back to the channel, you're gonna find that out in there. H bar, this is for a long-term project to the bull market. You really want to buy it right now on those prices or the lowest prices you can. When I'm speaking about the lowest prices you can, I'm speaking right in this spot area, about 0.042. That's a good price to buy, and expect the H bar to be above 50 cent in the next bull market. As you can see here, it's just did about, that's a lot of return. So jumping from 0.031 to 0.52 cents, that's 2 times. So here we'll do the same right here, also the same. So it came almost to the same price we did the up move in the last bull market, and right now it's trying to retest the same area, and it would be a lot of people right now trying to buy it from the lowest price they could, no, expecting it to go above this all-time high that we did in 2021, and would give you a high lot return if it went to or retested the $1 area. So those are the projects that have a lot of high return. I can't tell you a lot of them. So HBAR was also one of the good high return projects. So we see here, let me take the get, let me see here. So as soon as we came, okay, let me delete that. So let me see. All right, let me delete this one too, this downtrend line. So as soon as we came from the downtrend line, let me clean this a bit. Soon as we came from this downtrend line, we saw it pumped really crazy. So this is the area where it pumped soon as it break into it, and it did about another 500%, 400% to the upside from 2025 to 0.011 to 12. All right, that's a 500%. This is kind of project, guys. You really want to put your focus and invest and time and effort to wait and invest on this kind of project. Right now, as they're testing this resistance, this is the support now resistance. This is the second time right now it did retest it in the same area and backs up, and it may be another retest where we're going to break it to 2030-35, and that would be also a weak support and maybe even drop to 2027. I will really 100% be positive on buying it, no regrets. So that's one of the most profitable currencies that you can invest at. Maybe you know more of them. DSLA is one of them too that you can also add to your list. It's only it's on Cocoin. You can go to Cocoin and invest on there or buy it from there. Right now, it's still keep coming down on daily time frame, and we expect it to continue the drop to these areas before again these two bad boys getting crossed, and from there targeting the same the upside area. This is on the MACD. That's what the MACD shows, and that what's actually the most project do also when it comes to a correction or a hard correction in the price. So we see this delay, soon as it comes out again from the downtrend channel, it did a huge move to the upside. So now the correction, all my eyes will be in this area, in the blue area, which will be my entry by using dollar cost averaging strategy. So when it comes here, I'm gonna invest about 1,000 or $500, and if it goes less, we'll invest again more. In that way, I will secure my investment. I will guarantee that I have a good entry price. Red Fox is one of the currencies for metaverse and is really a metaverse focused currency and specialized on that. It did about also a 400% since February, since January, I'm sorry, to the end of think what was that month? February, just in 1 month, it did about 400%. This is what kind of project you want to really invest and prepare for the bull market. And this is guaranteed would give you a high return. If you invest just only in 50% of the project that I just told you in this project, I don't see you guys under 100K on the next bull market. I hope you consider this project as a buy opportunity, as an opportunity to invest, as an opportunity to make higher ROI, as an opportunity to have the best projects in your portfolio without searching that much on YouTube. So if you watch this video to the end and you like the content, please hit up and subscribe. If you have any comment, you have any projects or other projects you want us to look at or you want me to look at and see, I will be happy to have it and see and look at it. So if you have any other questions, please put them in the comment box below. Please share and subscribe to this channel, give it a thumbs up or like or a share. I will highly appreciate that from your side. And we came to the end of this video. I hope you like the content and see you soon on the next one. Thank you and have a great day.